Heyo, so we are finally getting close to the end of Huevember. After this, there's just one video left and one color, at least that for YouTube videos. If you're watching my shorts and my reels, there's going to be 2 more, so that's going to be fun. And I did have to skip a page, and this again is just the timeline with the illustration. Didn't line up properly, so I skipped over pink at the time of recording and just went straight to red, and then I'm going to go back to pink, and then we're going to jump to orange for the short, and then next week's video will be the final yellow. But back to red, I definitely feel like this portion of Huevember is where I started to struggle, but the reds, yellows, and oranges. Especially yellow, oh my god, but that's not about that right now. So I remember last year, I can actually flip to it. Last year for red, I drew some vampire OCs, and it was very dark, because they're vampires, so I wanted it to be dark, but they were very, very dark. Like, there was a lot of brown, a lot of that dark mahogany red. And this year, I wanted to focus more on the brighter side of the red, and I know that I don't have a lot of red markers to begin with, much like the teal. I do struggle with red in terms of quantity because a lot of reds are very much the same. Like if you go to purple, you go purple. If you go to like on the darker side, you start getting towards brown territory, which I did use some brown in this to depth in some of the red. But for the most part, it's everything said red except for this 2 are technically pink. But pink is just a light red, you know, it's fine. But since the theme was, or the color was red, I decided that I was going to draw Ember, who is my Impsona for Helluva Boss. Because I figured, I drew Phoenix as a winner, so why not just draw Ember, since I'm still super big into my Helluva Boss has been Hotel Kick, especially with season 2, which at the time of recording I have not seen anything from except from some mild spoilers with like songs, and I'm still geeking out over the fact that Patrick Stump is Abel, and Fall Out Boy is like my second favorite band, so I'm absolutely geeking over Abel, and I haven't even seen him yet. Like, I love him. It's only because he's Patrick. I love him. But yeah, back to Ember. I just wanted to do something simple because, like I said, I know I didn't have a lot of red, and I knew I was going to struggle with this, so I just kept it simple. Just wanted to focus on the character. And literally the only part of Ember's design that's red is her skin, because imps are red. So I was like, oh, whoopsies, I probably could have picked a different character, but I had already inked and outlined it before I looked back at my reference to double check, because I thought her shirt was like more red. It's like a pinky purple. Go figure. My favorite color is purple. But color picked everything. I did pick up some of the mild liners that have like a faded red color, but they're not too pink, so those helped out a lot, along with like some barn reds and browns. And I don't know what it is, but the shape of her hair in this piece specifically is calling to me. It's so poofy, it's beautiful. Because like I have poofy red hair. Well, it's, you know, it's ginger, it's orange. I'm a redhead. I have very poofy hair. And I actually have, I believe they're type B3. I don't know off the top of my head. They're corkscrews. I can tell you that. They're corkscrews. But when they get fanned out, like with my fingers or a comb, they poof. And they still have their curls. They're just poofy. But so the poof in this hair is just, I want to eat it. It's beautiful and I love it. I almost also did forget her wings. Like as I was sketching and lining it, I, let it go, do whatever. And then I go to start picking up the colors and I thought, oh shit, I didn't get her fucking wig. So I had to sketch those in real quick, and I kind of forgot what they looked like until after I inked them and then looked back at the reference and I was like, oh, they're a little off model, but that's okay. Fine. The rest of it, like the coloring will compensate, and compensate it did. I'm really happy with the way this red piece turned out, and I actually ended up killing one of my red markers. The brand was like Gecko. I think I got him like 6 years ago at this point. A friend of mine gave him to me for my birthday, and I was using it to shade the skull, and it just stopped working at some point. Like it was done. So that one, rest in peace. Little red marker, you were a beautiful barn mahogany, but your services are no longer required. You may go to the big art box in the sky or in the ground. I don't know. Since it's an imp, I guess the marker would be going to hell. I'm sure it's fine. But I really miss drawing Ember. Like I say this all the time, like, oh, I love drawing this character, I love drawing this character, and then I just don't draw that character. But the has-been Helluva Boss, I am on a kick on it bad. Like it's all I'm thinking about, it's all I'm seeing, it's all I want to draw, and I'm just really, really excited for where this season's gonna go. And same with Helluva Boss. I've been like waiting for it to come back. Like I'm still waiting for it to come back at the time of recording. Like, I want my imps so bad. But this whole red illustration was literally a one-day project. I started the sketch at around 11:15, 11:30, and I had the entire illustration done by 4 o'clock. Like I locked the fuck in, bro. I've been locking in a lot with the illustrations, which I'm like, good. Finish up this sketchbook. Hold me accountable for shit. I just noticed that there's a part on her shirt that's not highlighted. There we go. I'm not gonna redo that thing. You'll just see it in the final image where I fixed it, if you notice it. But yeah, I want to be done with the sketchbook, like in a good way, because I'm really happy with the way my art looks right now. I'm having a good time here, you know? And like being creative, like helps me feel better about a lot of things with me. So if I can do things to be creative and show it to the world, I'm very happy with that. If I can get it to show it to the world, my Instagram view count is down in the fucking trash. I'm normally not one to complain. I say as I complain about this every time. Every time I say I'm not one to complain, I just complain about the same thing. My view counts used to be not crazy, at least get like 1,000 views on posts and reels, and at best 15 to 20 likes. Now I'm barely pushing 100 views and 1 like, and it's from my own sister. Like, I don't know what I did. I haven't really done anything completely different. And if that's the problem, I have also done things that are different. Like I've hopped on trends, I've drawn related topics, and nothing is sticking. I don't know what's going on. And then YouTube started to take a hit. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh my God, I deserve so much better. But my first couple shorts got like at least 900, 1,000 views, and now all of a sudden they're tanking at like 50 to maybe 500. No like, I don't care about the likes, like honestly on YouTube. Like YouTube does not. I'm more so for views because I want people to see my stuff on YouTube, but it's like Instagram, I want people to see it and I want people to like it so that at least it gets recommended to other people who can see it. Although I think my problem with YouTube is that there was this auto dubbing feature, and shout out to Bailey J, because I didn't know this until she posted it in a vlog, that when YouTube enabled auto dubbing on everybody's videos, people's view counts started dropping like crazy because people didn't want to hear the AI voice dubbing over the video, so people just clicked away from the video. So I've disabled my AI dubbing or automatic dubbing, so hopefully everything gets taken care of. We'll see. I just want people to see my art, man. Like I love creating for me. Like I will never stop creating for myself. I love creating for myself, and I will always create for myself. But I also would like to share that with other people, and it's frustrating when you're trying to share it with other people and it just doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, but I don't want to seem ungrateful, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, if you complain about your numbers, you're not a real artist. You could be a real artist and complain about your numbers. Like that's literally the point of it. Like, sure, if you're just drawing for clout and being like, oh, just so I can be an artist because it's easy, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's a little iffy. I just want to share my stuff, man, because I'm not the worst artist. There are worse artists out there, and there's literally only one specific person I'm talking about. And if you want to get a hint on who that is, you're gonna have to go check out my Lucy Fur drag queen redraw video. I go into that. But besides that, I'm going on a rant about things that don't matter. Anyway, the color red is done. It's technically red and pink, but it's fine. And I am very happy with the way it looks. She looks so peaceful and so happy, and I love the shape of everything. It's beautiful. But I'm just going to leave it at that and just thank you guys so much for watching. Whoever does make it to the end, thank you guys. You're the real homies. Like, I love you. I love the homies. And I will see you guys next week for the final Huevember, and that will be the color yellow.